Hello.
Hey.
Good.
How are you guys doing today?
Great. First con ever, so
No.
Really? First one?
Broke my con cherry. Yeah. Really
so to speak.
Yes.
Australians are so vulgar.
I know, right? Can't help it.
So I don't want. I've seen the episode. I just came out from the panel, and I don't want to spoil for the rest of the people. But can you describe how crazy Ada gets inside the framework? I mean, because the reveal is kind of. I mean, I didn't see it coming.
I don't think anyone did, except me and the writers and everyone involved. But it was a big secret, and it's very, very cool to be playing such an iconic villain. I never thought from when I started on the show that I'd end up here, but she's had such an amazing arc throughout. And yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see where it goes from here.
And I'll say from a writer's standpoint, we were really inspired by Mallory. You know, we brought her in. We had some ideas about where the character was going to go over the season, but just everything we threw at her became something really interesting and special. And so, can she do this? Can she do this? And it really got to the place where it made sense for us that she become what you saw in the episode. So where it goes from there is even crazier.
Yeah, you're in for a ride.
Yeah,
you are.
It's batshit crazy. Technical term.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen the episode yet, but I have been loving what's going on so far. Mallory, I loved you in Galavan. What's it like to play kind of a sort of a different kind of villain, still kind of like on the bad side? What's it like slipping into the shoes of...
You didn't tell me you were a villain in Galavan.
Oh, really? You gotta watch the show. But the thing with like Madalena in Galavan was she was really trying very hard to be a villain. Like she was kind of a funny villain because she, it was quite humorous the way it was done. This I think is a lot more serious. She's the real deal, and yeah, they're two very different kinds of villains. So I think the only difference is I'm not singing and I'm not cracking jokes.
But also, I don't think of either her or John Hannah as villains so much as antagonists. Mm-hmm. They're just doing the best they can. They're just pedaling as fast as they can, trying to not get run over by the machinery or to stay alive or whatever a life model decoy wants to be.
Yeah.
But it was funny because she plays American, and we have the episode where we meet the real Agnes. And for most of us, because when Mallory shows up, she does American all day. So we just know her as American Mallory. And then we're at this table read, and suddenly, this person shows up, and we all look like, what? That's a really good Australian accent she has. So.
Yeah, I do stay in my American accent all the time, and shocked quite a few people when we did the Agnes character. But yeah, that's just the life of an Aussie actor. We're always doing different accents.
Yeah, same with Jason. Jason, is being the American guy, and then suddenly he's
Irish. Jason.
Yeah.
So I have a question. We saw May as a double, and now we have LMDs. You guys have fun with that? Kind of just doubling?
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's interesting about the LMDs is, especially with the May, when Coulson didn't know, and how much of their relationship was really being played out. Those sorts of things are really, really fun. And I think for the actors to be able to dip their toes into other versions of their character is very satisfying.
So I actually have a question for you, Jeff. I remember I spoke to you in San Diego, and I was asking you how you're going to bring Brett back again this time, and you're kind of cagey about it. But now I see the truth. So what was his decision to bring him back into the fold of the story, and how long are we going to see him around?
Well, in terms of the why, we always loved Brett on the show, and one of the things when you're writing, you go, what's the most dramatic thing that could happen? And so when we talked about the framework, for Daisy to wake up in bed with Ward seemed pretty nuclear. And then in the framework, we're also looking, how can we make the characters new and fresh? And the idea of him still being a double agent but being a good guy seemed fun. And so, there's some fun twists and turns still to come. But it's always fun to have him in the mix.
Nice to see some returning faces before the end of the season, since we saw Brett back, so...
Might see some other faces. I mean, he was dead in the real world, but not here, so you never know.
What kind of body count are we looking at by the end of the season?
Oh, we don't kill people.
They can claw their way out of the grave.
It's a family show.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much.
All right, thank you.